Hi, we are at the Wanderers. I'm Russel Arnold for Cricketry on ThePapare.com. Looking forward to the ODI starting tomorrow. 5 matches, and it will be the last 5 matches that Sri Lanka have to get their plans right leading up to the World Cup. Of course, the good thing is we're on the back of a 2-0 Test win, which is a wonderful achievement, something which we haven't achieved or any other country against South Africa. So that should say a lot to how the boys are feeling and also tell them that they can go out and play better. One-day cricket is a different ball game though. Sri Lanka's form since 2018 hasn't been great. 20 games, 6 wins, 3 in Bangladesh in the Tri-Series and then 2 against South Africa and 1 against England, both at home. But when the series was decided, so there was not a lot of pressure. It was dead rubber, so I wouldn't look too deep into it. Looking at how Sri Lanka have gone, they've not chased down any score at all. The 3 matches that I'm focusing on is against South Africa and England. They won when they posted a score around 300. So I think that's something that they need to look at. It's a team that needs to identify players' roles. They even don't know who the personnel are, and tactically very far behind, because 9 changes leading up to this. So that tells you Sri Lanka a little bit all over the place. But on the back of the feel-good factor that Sri Lanka got in the Test series, I'm pretty sure it'll make it a lot easier for those concerned to make better decisions. All-important team for tomorrow. Who will they go with? Who will Sri Lanka look at? When you look at the squad itself, it looks pretty easy. The captain, vice-captain, 3 Fernandos, 4 Pereiras and 2 Mendises. But I'll tell you, it's not all that simple. You got to think of players for different situations of the game too. I think Niroshan Dickwala, the wicket keeper, he'll open. He's been doing pretty well there, and I'm thinking he'll have a new partner. Avishka Fernando, who's played before, the youngster. He's in great touch. Watched him at the practice match and he was hitting the ball sweetly to all parts of the ground. And as he's the future, I think he should pick Upul Taranga right at the top. The 2 Kusals at 3 and 4, their form and confidence is high, but Mendes on the one-day format hasn't been great at all. But hopefully he'll make that number 4 his own and ease Sri Lanka's worries. 5 and 6 is an issue. They need to find who they're going to slot in. But of course, Angelo Matthews we have at home. I'm pretty sure he'll be back going into the World Cup. But out here, I think there are a few players putting their hands up. Oshada Fernando is one. Dhananjaya De Silva, Kamindu Mendes, Angelo Pereira and Priyamal Pereira. I reckon out of those 5, we could pick 2 of those to fit in there. I'll go with Oshada Fernando and probably Dhananjaya De Silva and Kamindu Mendes. A toss-up between Kamindu Mendes and Dhananjaya De Silva, because they do give you a bowling option. But Oshada Fernando at 5, because he's in great touch, very positive in his stroke play and assertive. So I think he's a great find to have at 5. Number 7, of course, Thisara Pereira identified his confidence in batting and can be devastating. But I think he is the crucial player to help Sri Lanka balance that team. His contribution with the ball, well, that's going to be the difference. If he can give 8 overs of decent 8 overs, I think Sri Lanka will be in a great position. 4 bowlers from then on. Good to have Akila Dhananjaya back. Interested to see how he'll go after remodeling his action. But I'm backing him to come out on top, because he's got the arrogance to fight a setback like what he has faced recently. Malinga, Kasun Rajitha and Vishwa Fernando will be the 3 seamers that I'll go with. Of course, Isru Udana is another option that Sri Lanka have in the squad. That'll be my 11. Sri Lanka need to see who can pick up wickets in the first 10 overs. Not bowl Malinga too many, because he'll be useful in the middle overs and then again at the death. At the death overs, that's the last 10 overs, you concede so many runs, and that's a problem if you don't pick up wickets in the middle overs. So where the game is won is actually in the middle overs, picking up wickets there. That's where Akila Dhananjaya has to make a difference in picking up at least 2-3 wickets, which will allow the others to control the opposition in the last few overs. Confidence is high. Looking forward to these 5 games, because it will tell us where we will be and how good we could be leading up to that World Cup in June.